Kilo, Quebec 4, Delta, Kilo, Delta. Good morning. You're about an S6 right here locally, but I am copying you. Over. Yeah, my call sign is Whiskey Alpha 6, London, Japan, Spain. WA6, Long John Silver. And yeah, the net will be starting at the top of the hour, and I think Leon has got you on the list there, so we'll be standing by. KQ4, Delta, Kilo, Delta, WA6LJS.
WA6LJS to W5OG. How copy, John?
Good morning, Dale. You're about an S7, maybe a 6 or 7 right now, Dale. Over.
Yeah, you're way down also, John. I hope we can do the net. I understand that Lee is doing the net logging. Is that right? N5BE?
Yeah. Lee's doing the net logging, and it looks like he's right on top of it now. So that's great. We've got another net logger going here. And I haven't heard Mike. I don't know if he's in there or not. I forgot. The net logger, I haven't looked at it in the last 6 or 8 minutes because I've been talking here. But I'll look and see who all's on there. But I did, the last look I did, I see it's populated very nicely. Very good. Yeah, there's a lot of QSP, Dale, so you're probably going to come up once the net starts there. Anyway, W5OG, WA6LJS.
Yeah, okay, John. I may have to turn the antenna to the west if it continues like this. The only trouble is I still do have that line noise at home, so it is a bother. Anyway, we'll do what we can do and get started here at the top of the hour. W5OG, I'll be the net control. We'll be starting the Air Force's Flyers Club net in about 4 minutes. I got you, Jack, as a short timer, no problem. I haven't. Good morning, Lee. If you're hearing me, W5OG. Thanks for doing the net logging. Appreciate that.
And Don is on the list, as you've seen, and I will bring him in for the first round. He'll be around for the first round, as I will. K1BOB.
They got Sparky for
Yeah, the frequency is in use. There'll be a net starting in about 3 minutes on this frequency, W5OG.
Wonderful. Have a good net, I assume.
Yeah, happy 4th. Thanks for checking. W5OG. Be starting the net in 2.5 minutes.
W5OG, mind if I put you in my photo log quick?
Yeah, no problem. Name is Dale. You're 5 and 9 with me in East Texas. Go ahead.
Nice to meet you, Dale. I'm going to be down in Texas next weekend, moving a friend back to Minnesota from Texas. This is Kilo Bravo 9, Tango Bravo Bravo, hearing you 5-9 into northern Wisconsin. Have a good net.
Thank you. Was that you, Mike? KF0OPE? I'm just not pulling you out. I'm sorry. You're right in my noise. Maybe stick around and we'll start the net here just shortly, and we'll get you in one way or the other. KQ4HJN, we got you. We'll get you on the list. W5OG. Yeah, thank you, Jack, for that. I'm not hearing too much out west because they have the antenna pretty much to the east. This is W5OG. It is, let's see, it's just right at time, isn't it? About 10 a.m., local in the central part of the country. Good morning, everyone. This is Whiskey 5 Oscar Golf. A very happy 4th of July, Independence Day this morning for everyone. Thank you for tuning in to the net. We meet on this frequency and at this time every day of the year. Members of the Air Force's Flyers Club include active duty, retired, and veterans of the military air forces from all branches. We include air crew, ground crew, air traffic controllers, support personnel, pretty much even if you just painted the airplane. You are supporting the aviation mission of our armed forces. And visitors are also welcome to check into the net. You don't need to have any military experience or aviation experience in order to join us. The purpose of the group is to promote fellowship between those of us radio amateurs who spend a portion of our lives supporting the missions of our air forces. This is a somewhat controlled net, contact net control. We prefer you use the words contact, relay, info, or check-in. We have a nice website. You can find out all about it. The address is airforcesflyersclub.org. I say again, airforcesflyersclub.org. Again, my call is Whiskey 5 Oscar Golf. I'm currently operating my station remotely. I'm located physically in near the Black Hills of South Dakota, just outside of Rapid City at a very nice RV resort called Hart Ranch. But the station is located in East Texas, about 100 miles east of Dallas out in the country. So anyway, welcome to the net this morning. We have a list on Echolink for the visitors, and you can watch that. We'll go right down that list. And I do thank Lee and 5BE for doing the net logging this morning. We're checking out some new net loggers, and we always accept and welcome volunteers to come forward and take their turn at net logging. We also do have a Echolink node. It's called AFFC. It's on the conference tab of Echolink, those of you that like to use Echolink. And K0ZNC, good morning to you, Don, if you're hearing me on the SDR. Bob will bring him in via the Echolink, simulcast him over. And I think, is Charlie on this morning? Let me check. Yeah, K4YDB is doing the live stream, and I hope he has the question up. I didn't get the question to him till late last night. I was struggling with what question to use. We're going to have some fun with a question today anyway. All right, so far on the list this morning, I've got the following stations. I've got K0ZN, and as I mentioned, Don will be brought in by Bob, K1BOB, our commander. And I've got Jack as a short timer, KM4CAX, with a big signal here with me in East Texas there, with the station there. Let's see, also we've got Harry, K7KDX. I haven't seen Harry on for a while. Of course, I have been missing a few nets myself since I've been traveling. We got John, WA6LJS. And let's see, I think that's KF, that's line 6, but line 7 is W5PIX, Uncle Cliff. I believe that he is at home for the holidays, so that's a good thing. Let's see, there is another visitor here, K7 Lima X-Ray Bravo, or no, Delta, I'm sorry. Kilo Charlie 2 Lima X-Ray Delta, Rodney. And I heard Frank, N4GYY, good signal this morning, Frank. And Leon is on there, N5BE, again, he's doing the net logging. And I've got Joe, W5ABI. I've got Lee, W4PUO, probably not hearing me because we're too close unless he's got an SDR up this morning. I've got our commander, Bob, K1BOB. Good morning, happy 4th of July to you, Bob. I've got my younger brother, Brian, WB5DRI. Good morning, Brian. And as I mentioned, Charlie, K4YDB. I've got Ray up in New Jersey, WB2JJO. And another visitor here. I'll try to get the visitors first if I can remember. Kilo Charlie 2 Lima X-Ray Delta. And I forget let's see, did I write his? I didn't write your name down. I apologize. It's not on there. All right, let's see. I've got Mike, KF0OPE. In Nebraska, I've got Carl, the ops officer, KF7GJO. And let's see, next would be Jim in Corona, W6WAY. And KQ4HJN, that is Steve, I believe, yeah. And KQ4 Delta X-Ray, no, Delta Kilo Delta. I did hear you, and it looks like Kenneth. I hope that's right. Also, I have John, W7AJN, and Willie, KJ5BWB. All right, big long list this morning, but let me see if there's any other check-ins over the air. Over-the-air check-ins for the Air Force's Flyers Club Net this Independence Day. This is W5OG. Call now.
Juliet 5, Bravo, Whiskey, Bravo. I need to be in and out this morning, please. Just wanted to hop in here and say happy 4th to everyone. 7-3s to you, but I can't stick around this morning. Back to you, Dale, W5OG, KJ5BWB.
All right, Willie, mighty fine. Well, I did remember that you needed to be a short timer, but since you need to go, go ahead. And 7-3 to you, and happy 4th of July, Willie. All right, let's move along. Let's try a call from the West Coast. John, WA6LJS, if you'd put out a call for additional check-ins. W5OG.
Okay, thank you, Dale. W5OG, this is WA6LJS. We're looking for check-ins, either members or guests, for the Air Force Flyers Net. Call now.
KK6ZML.
Well, don't hear anything out here, Dale. Back to net.
All right, John, thank you. I see that Bill, W2WLD, is not with us. I don't have anybody down in Florida that I see right off. How about Jack, AM4CX? Before you go, if you put out a call for additional check-ins, Jack, W5OG.
Check-in. Happy 4th of July. I heard VML area.
Kilo India 5, Sierra X-ray.
It's KI5SXE. It's Brandon, I believe.
Yeah, I heard him on the SDR. Tell him we got him there, Brian, if you would. I'm not hearing him locally, but I hear him on the SDR. W5OG.
KI5SXE. This is WV5DRI for relay. W5OG has you on the list there, Brandon. Back to net.
Okay, thank you, Brian. All right, that's a pretty good list this morning. We're at 25 or so. 26 now, yeah, with Brandon joining us. He is in the Mobile, so I'll try and get you early there, Brandon. All right, let me see if I can find my question right quick. I hope this is up on the live stream on YouTube with K4YDB. And those of you that like to watch the net in progress, you can do that by going to YouTube and putting in the K4 Yankee Delta Bravo, and select the live stream, and you'll be able to watch the net from his perspective, and also see the mighty fine question. I wanted to do something for the 4th of July here to recognize Independence Day and all that it means to our country. I had this question from some time back. It was suggested to me that we might do something outside the range of aviation questions every day, like we normally do. But this is Americana, and it's altogether appropriate that we do something from our history, I guess, from time to time. So what I'm going to do this morning is ask a question. It has to do with the nautical terms, and something that we don't think about perhaps all that much. And so perhaps it is appropriate that we have a question like this. And I'm struggling to find it, to tell you the truth. Stand by. Well, good morning, Bob. So you're in Germany someplace. Well, good. Welcome to the net. We'll get you in here early there, Bob. K2SJP. So mighty fine, Bob. How much time do you have, Bob? Over. Okay, mighty fine. Well, anyway, welcome, and glad you're doing well. Is your cruise going all okay? Or no physical problems or anything there, Bob? Over. Well, that's. I guess actually you're fortunate if that's all you had, for rain. Anyway, have a good day. Anything else, Bob, for the net? All right, Bob, mighty fine. Good connection, a good strong signal as normal there. All right, here's the question of the day. It has to do with a caricature from, a famous individual from Americana is Mark Twain. And, of course, his real name is Samuel Langhorne Clemens. Not Longhorn, but Langhorne Clemens. And the question is, why is Samuel, the background to the question is, why is Samuel Langhorne Clemens known as Mark Twain? It seems that he adopted the pen name in early 1863, referring to his steamboating days when a crew member would call out Mark Twain. So my question is, most of us are familiar with this, but we may not know what the meaning is of Mark Twain. So my question is, what is the meaning of the term that he was used as his pen name, Mark Twain? Select, when the crew member would call out Mark Twain, what was he referring to? That's the question. Select the most correct answer from the following. There's really only one question that is true, or one statement. Oh my, it's wonderful getting old. All right, the first answer is A. And Mark Twain refers to the depth of 2 leagues from the keel of the boat. The depth of 2 leagues from the keel of the boat. And or answer B, which is that actually Mark Twain means 2 furlongs or 18 feet of water depth. 2 furlongs or 18 feet of water depth. Answer C, 2 fathoms or 12 feet of water depth. Or is it answer D, 2 fathoms or about 10 feet of water depth? So that's the answers. A depth of 2 leagues from the keel of the boat, or B, 2 furlongs or 18 feet of water depth, or 2 fathoms or 12 feet of water depth, which is answer C, or answer D, 2 fathoms or about 10 feet of water depth. I hope everybody got that. We'll go to Don and get started with Annette. He's a short timer and needs to leave early, and we hope you have a great 4th of July with your family there, Don, and certainly wish you all the best there. K0ZNC, and if you'd bring him in there, Bob, K1BOB, W5OG.
Okay, Wilco Dale, and Don, go ahead. You're up, sir.
Bob, and thank you, Dale, for bringing me in early. I appreciate the help both of you give me. And Dale, please tell Carolyn hi. Happy anniversary. Happy 4th of July anniversary to her also. Let's see. Don, good morning to all the pilots. I'm in Long Rock, Colorado. I got a really nice day brewing here today. It's not too hot, not too cold. I think the high today is going to be about 84 degrees to 84. And it's currently 67, I believe it was. So it's a nice day. Let's see. Mark Twain. It was a call out for death. I think it's the call for death lost to the keel of the boat, and I believe Charlie is the answer. So let me know if you would, Dale. Appreciate that. I have a barbecue cookout this afternoon over at one of my son's places. And he's invited his brother, his wife, and me, and his wife's mother is also going to have a festival. But he's not the same one I'm at, however. But we'll be all together this afternoon. Looking forward to it. It's really nice to be able to get together this way. I'm going to be in now. We'll not be here. I might look for a couple responses there. See if I'm on the right track. Anyway, thanks to you, Bob. Thanks to you, Dan. And we'll go back to net control there. 35OG via K1BOB. This is K0ZNC. All the farms have a safe holiday. Be careful Greetings, everybody. Ken was in it.
K1BOB, back to net.
Hello. Yeah, there we go. Anyway, thank you, Bob, for that, and we got all okay there, Don. 7-3, and best have a safe, happy 4th of July with your family there. Sounds like fun. All right, we got your answers, Charlie. Let's move along to Jack, KM4CAX. You're up, Jack. Go ahead, W5OG. Good morning. All right, Jack. Yeah, mighty fine. Well, have a good 4th of July. Got your answer. It is Charlie. That would be your answer there. 2 fathoms or 12 feet. All right, 7-3 to you, Jack. Again, have a happy 4th. Let me see if we can get some of the visitors in here. Let's go to the first one. Kilo Charlie 2 Lima X-Ray Delta. KC2LXD Rodney, if you're still there, you're up. W5OG. Well, I don't hear Rodney, and I was hearing him pretty well before. Let's see if I can find another visitor here. How about KQ4HJN? You've been in many times before. You may be a member. It's not populating, but I'm not sure. KQ4HJN. Stephen, you're up for the net. W5OG. All right, fine, Steve, and thank you for checking in. Are you going to be around for the 73 round, or are you leaving, Steve? Over. You may not be hearing me. KQ4HJN, are you going to be around for the 73 round, Steve? Over. All right, Steve. Well, that's fine. There'll be a delay there. That's the only problem with that live stream is there is a latency problem. Just a few seconds there. All right. Well, we're glad to have you check in. We'll be back to you on the 73 round. Let me go to another visitor here. Let's see. Is there another one here that I can pick off? I don't see anymore. I think we got to maybe perhaps the most of the visitors. So let's go to the next one in line, which would be Harry K7KDX. in Mountain Home, and I hope he can hear me. I've got the antenna the other way. Go ahead, Harry. K7KDX, W5OG.
W5OG, K7KDX. Can you hear me, Dale? Apparently not. I'm going to need a relay. K7KDX. Good morning to the Flyers on the net. Hope you all have a happy and safe Independence Day.
I'll need a relay with here.
Yeah, I'm listening on the Utah SDR. I can hear you fine there, Dale. But everybody else is a little spotty. The band is playing games. I took a break from playing radio for a while because the subphone activity has been crazy. I'm going to go with my answer, C. Charlie. Somebody needs to relay that for me. C. Charlie is my answer to the question. I'm going to be one and done. One and done. I'll say 73 to everybody. And I will listen out. But this is my one shot. W5OG, K7KDX. Back to net with the relay.
Comment.
No comment.
Yeah, this is WW5ENG. I just wanted to say that K7KDX signal on you down here in Oklahoma City. You're about a 5.7, 5.8, and sounding good. And if you need a relay, let me know. I'll relay it for you. WW5ENG, back to net.
Yeah, fine, Harry. Mike, I appreciate that relay. What was his answer? Did he give an answer there, Mike, over?
Roger, Roger. I updated it. It's Charlie. He picked Charlie.
Okay, joining the lemming line there. Okay. Mighty fine. Thank you for jumping in there, Mike, and good morning to you and happy 4th. Let's go to John, WA6LJS. Thanks for the help this morning, John. You're up, W5OG.
Okay, real good, Dale. W5OG, this is WA6LJS. Good morning to the net. Well, conditions aren't the greatest. I'm copying you, Dale, better on the SDR than I am locally this morning for some reason. But Mike is still real solid, and I did hear Lee in there earlier. Anyway, let's see. It's about I think it's about 66 degrees here, and we've got clear blue skies and plenty of sun, and it's going to be a hot one today. They're posting heat warnings and everything, so it'll be warm. Let's see. I wanted to mention to Lee. I notice several of the guys don't have their member number posted there, Lee, and that's because you probably haven't saved that thing completely. So what I would suggest you do is after the net's over, before you close, do a save of all that, and I'm going to try to fill the missing numbers in, the missing member numbers, and I think, I don't know if Mike, if you're logged in or not, but if you're logged into NetLogger, you can fill those in too, if you know. But I've got to pull up another file on my computer to get those numbers. But then once they're populated, Lee, you will if you save it, then when next time you are net logging and you bring up the station, the member number will automatically populate. And the reason they're missing is because I don't think you've saved that before. So, very good. Let's see, where am I at here? Oh, yeah, the answer to the question. No, I don't know the real answer, but I think it's got something to do with fathoms, and I think it's got to be one of the last three, I think, on the question. And I'm gonna follow the starting of the lemon, go with Charlie. I think that's the 12 phantoms there. So, other than that, I'll be here to the bottom, Dale, and you're coming in okay here. Not your usual strength, but no problem copying. W5OG, WA6LJS.
Okay, John, mighty fine. And again, thanks for the help this morning. Yeah, I noticed that some of the member numbers that I knew were members, but they weren't populating. I had to take a guess, to tell you the truth, with whatever the call sign is there. Let's see, what is it? I can't even find him now. Anyway, you know who I'm talking about. It wasn't there, but I knew he was a member. At least I felt sure that he was. That's HJN, Steve, of course. All right, let's go to Uncle Cliff, W5PIX, and I have to thank Cliff some for the question, because we were talking about obscure distance measuring terms, and you know, what is a fathom, and what's a furlong, and what's a league, and so forth. So I framed it into a question celebrating Mark Twain. I thought that was appropriate. So thank you for that, Cliff. Go ahead, W5PIX, W5OG.
W5OG, W5PIX. Well, it is an interesting way you put it there, and it had me thinking for a minute too, but as soon as you gave it out, I already knew what it was. But yes, sir, it definitely, I never thought of it as Mark Twain, but you know, that is an interesting thing, and it is a good question. Well, we're all home right now, and yeah, we just dug out the 20-meter ham stick here, so I'd contemplating, but we got family coming in, so to keep the peace in the wampum there, we need to, you know, I'll just slide on by and maybe do it this weekend. But everybody's looking forward to today and celebrating all our victories and non-victories, all the different conflicts that we've been involved in. And of course, you know, we talk about 1, 2 world wars, and then of course Vietnam and Korean, but we also had Panama down here, and of course Grenada we've been involved in, and a few others there over there in the well, Afghanistan and a few other places too. But anyways, everybody have a very blessed day, and I think everybody is looking forward to the fireworks tonight, and I don't know what we're going to do. I haven't run out there and bought any. Of course, we're not under a burn ban, so I guess we could have some fireworks, but then again, though, if I go buy some, I'm sure there will be fireworks without a fuse, because Miss Bonnie will be all over me. And so I'm going to try and keep peace in the household here. But anyway, Charlie is the answer I'm going for anyway. So if Lee's doing the logger or Mike, I don't hear either one of them locally. And but we'll say good morning to everyone. 82 degrees here in Bulverde, and looking out the window, got a few clouds that we didn't have to start with this morning. And my third cup of coffee, so I'm going to lay off that the rest of the day. So, sounded good on the Lumpkin and Charlie's SDRs there, and everybody have a blessed day. I will be around unless Miss Bonnie comes and grabs me by the ear. I did have a little visitor this morning on this headset. I do have the headset on, and a spider decided it wanted to crawl around on me, so we had to chase it off there, and did not panic. We just didn't know what it was. And anyways, back to you, Dale. Appreciate you running the net today from Hart Ranch there in South Dakota, and maybe my buddy, I know Dick hasn't slipped down there. He's close, but you know, he's sitting there by Mount Rushmore. So 7 threes, well, I'm not saying 7 threes, but back to W5OG, this is W5PIX.
All right, Cliff. Yeah, solid copy. You're a good, great signal there into the SDR that I'm using, which is the number 4 SDR in Utah there. All right, let me take one more listen for Rod, KC2LXD. Are you there, Rod? W5OG? All right, I don't hear Rod. Let's go to Frank. He had a big signal. November 4, Golf Yankee in Louisville. Happy 4th, Frank. Over to you, W5OG.
sounding pretty good here in Louisville, even though you're up in South Dakota. I know your radio's in South Texas. Radio's up in the east. Hopefully you're cooler weather. It's 80 degrees here in Louisville. We got all kinds of thunderstorms just to the north of us, kind of halfway between Louisville and Indianapolis. So I don't think it's going to affect me, but I have to keep an eye on it. So if I come around to the 7-3 round, I'll just fear it probably because I'll have to pull out the thunderstorm. So we're supposed to get sunny right through here, midday. Everything dries out and works pretty good. Last night we had pretty good. We had about 2 inches of rain last night. Which is a good sign. So with that, I'm going to go back to the question there, and I'm going to answer Charlie as well. It's right up to the 15th next week. What they saw the person to stretch out for a rope between their arms, which is about 6 feet, and they can kind of move, so when they drop it down, rope out of the water, see how deep it is. And that's my story, and I'm sticking to it. So with that, back to you, Bill. Promise me, all your time to people locally, and the other half I have to get on the SDR. I like that dude to the storm curve. I know. So with that, W5OG, happy 4th of July. Back to you, Bill.
All right, Frank. Happy 4th to you. Also, got your answer as Charlie. Good comments there. I heard a breaker, I think. KD9EE. Are you trying to join the net there, W5OG? Okay, we'll get you on the list. This is the Air Force's Flyers Club net. Are you familiar with our net there? And give me your name and QTH if you would. Over. All right, Keith. It's the Air Force's Flyers Club net. We do have a website. You can find out all about the group. Are you, by any chance, a veteran, Keith? Anything to do with aviation by any chance? Well, anyway, thank you very much for your service, and you're welcome to join us anytime. I've got you on the list. We'll be back here to you shortly there, Keith. Thanks for checking in. All right, let's move along to Lee, N5BE. Good morning, Lee. Thanks for helping with the net logging. W5OG.
Thank you for your patience, everyone. I'm sure I missed somebody, and I asked John for some help there. I just got overwhelmed. I was trying to write everyone down that were not logging in. I was trying to pick them off the Utah SDR, off the AIM window, and then my wife came in and had to tell me something that she thought was real important. And then my buzzer went off. I had to go pull my brisket off the smoker because it was ready, and it was like, oh my gosh. So anyone who's ever thinking of volunteering to do this, it will make you a multitasker. And I'm trying to be successful. So thank you for everyone's patience. I know I goofed up some of this today. And John, thank you for the reminder. I went down and did it all, put everybody in. I thought I had everybody in already, but I see now I have to do it every day. So with that said, I'll go with Charlie because why not? I think it's probably a form of measurement, kind of like, where knots came from. So I'll go with Charlie there, and I'm taking a breather and having some ice water. I don't know if I ought to drink it or just splash it on me. W5OG N5BE.
Okay. All right, Lee. Well, great job, and do appreciate it. I tell you, I've gotten in situations like that too. but you're trying to juggle between SDRs and net logger, and I complicate things up here when I'm in South Dakota because I'm trying to run my desktop computer at home using TeamViewer, and I tell you, you get confused with all the windows on one little laptop. It's really you run out of real estate, and it's a real problem. So anyway, and I get so many windows that I can't I can't see the small letters. So in fact, I was just expanding one to make it a little bit better for me, easier to read. But anyway, I do appreciate the help, Lee, and thank you for that. And happy 4th of July. We'll muddle through some way. Maybe it'll keep us young at all these challenges. Let's go to Joe, W5ABI in Las Cruces. Happy 4th there, Joe. You're up, W5OG.
Beautiful morning here. It's a little cloudy. First swept over it, too. I was hoping for a little bit of rain because the fireworks starts here about 4 o'clock and last probably through the weekend till they run out. So we're right on the edge of the city, and we're about 50 foot up down above the farms, and they get down there and start shooting off those fireworks. Anyhow, boy, let us see. I'm going to go with Charlie also. We'll be here to the bottom. W5OG, W5ABI.
Okay, Joe. Yeah, mighty fine, and happy 4th of July again to you. Got your answer. You think it's Charlie also? Let's see. Next would be Lee, W4PUO, and I may need you to bring him in there for me, John, if you wouldn't mind. WA6LJS. Bring in W4PUO, W5OG. WA6LJS, are you there, John?
Yeah, go ahead, Dale. See.
Yeah, bring in Lee, if you would, W4PUO.
Okay, Roger. W4PUO. W4PUO, you're up, Lee. WA6LJS relay.
WA6LJS, W4PUO. Thank you, John. Sorry, Dale, again. I can't hear my neighbors, but it's a nice day here in Belleville, and it's good to be able to hear folks on the 4th of July. Didn't get the question, but I have teased out the question from the answers I've heard, and I think the answer is probably coming down pretty good on the lemming line of 12 feet for 2 fathoms, and that's the Mark Twain that I know anyhow. So that's it from here, and I'm going to be one and done, Dale, if you're hearing me, because of the poor conditions. I promise to get better on the SDR business. The W4PU, I was back to net. Thank you, John.
Roger.
Okay.
Did you copy that, Dale? He's coming in good on the SDRs.
Yeah, I got him completely there, 100%. So, yeah, mighty fine. John passed along to Lee that he was 100% copy on the SDR, and tell him that good luck with the SDRs, and he needs to get that going. If you would there, John, over.
Yeah, Lee, Dale got you 100% on the SDR, so you're good to go. WA6LJS, back to net.
QSL, John, W4PU, back to net.
All right, mighty fine. Let's go to Bob, our commander. K1BLB, good morning, and happy 4th there to you and Lynn there, Bob. K1BLB, you're up, W5OG.
W5OG, K1BOB. Well, a little rough morning. I'm hearing you here about a 4 to a 5, and hearing most everybody. Let's see. Happy Independence Day to everybody. By the way, I don't know, Independence Day, the movie. Remember that? Quite a while ago with Will Smith and the aliens and the spaceships. They came out with an Independence 2. I didn't realize it. I watched it on Netflix flicked through one of them the other night. I'd never heard of it. It's Independence Day, The Resurgence, where the aliens get tougher and more of them, and the mothership gets bigger, and it's the same ending, but they take the guy that was the president last time. Remember him? And he gets to run up the ship and blow it up. It's got Jeff Goldblum and Judd Hirsch in it. No Will Smith, though, this time. Anyway, thank you, Leon, for taking that and saving the brisket. You're my hero, man. And let's see, Charlie for the YouTube stream. Thanks again, Charlie. And Dale for doing the net there, bivouacked up there at Heart Ranch under trying conditions. But you got a good setup because you're here. I know you must have an SDR on there and Echo Link too. So well done. Anyway, yeah, I think I kind of knew this one. I've been a boater all my life, and fathom is 6 feet, and so that would have been 12 feet. So that was answer, Charlie. And the significance of that, they'd use a line, a rope, and put a knot every 6 feet with a weight on the bottom, throw it out ahead of the boat a little bit so they could get a good reading before they went by it. And they'd call out 2 marks for 12 feet. The boats then they ranged from drafts on the Mississippi. I've been on the Mississippi in a motorboat. But the boats had a draft of 4 to 6 feet roughly, depending on surface area and amount of weight in the steamboat. So that was plenty. They had time to recover or veer off course if they suddenly hit a steep sandbank or something. Anyway, good question. I enjoy that. And that's navigation, and it's ship navigation is much the same as aircraft navigation. You deal with currents, not so much with the wind. But in a sailboat, you deal with both, and I had a lot of fun with a 6-foot draft, 1 fathom sailboat. So you had to worry about that in the Chesapeake Bay. Very good, Dale. I'm going to hang in here for a little bit. I kind of got a pass to stay down here and avoid the turmoil of a very loud young 5-year-old and his older daughter. They are something else. Keeps you going. I got to get some sanity once in a while. But I'll pop out of my shell here after a while. I'll hang in here for a while, Dale. Thank you very much for running the net, and the best to all the flyers. K4YDB.
Okay, Bob. Mighty fine. Yeah, I've got the antenna more towards you now, so and you came right up to a good signal. Not the normal strength, so the conditions are not as good as we might hope for. But anyway, we'll muddle through like you say. Got your answer? Good comments there. Yeah, all this stuff, led us to where we are now in terms of navigation, and we'll talk about it some more at the bottom. Let's go to Brian, WB5DRI. Happy 4th again, Brian, to you and love to Susie, and hope she's doing well. Go ahead, W5OG.
Okay, Dale, real fine. W5OG, this is WB5DRI, Brian down here in San Antonio. Well, good morning to all the flyers, and happy 4th of July. And Dale, good morning and happy 4th to you guys, and love to you and Carolyn there. Hope you guys are having fun up there in Heart Ranch. I'm sure you are. And that's great to be up there in that cooler country there. We're about 83 in San Antonio today so far, and we're going to be up to about 101. But that's pretty normal for us, and we're still hoping for some good rain, maybe from the storm that's coming into the Gulf and headed our direction. So we'll see what happens with that. We pray for all the folks that have had to deal with that big storm out there, and also for the lives lost tragically. Anyway, good to be here. Good to hear everybody on the radio, and pretty good conditions this morning. I think my answer is definitely going to be Charlie, and it's a very interesting question. I didn't realize that Mark Twain got his name from that. It's very cool. Anyway, thanks for getting us in there, Dale, and everybody have a wonderful 4th, and I'll stick around to the bottom there. And
Back to you, Dale. W5OG, WV5DRI, back to net. Good morning, everybody.
All right, Brian, mighty fine. Yeah, happy 4th to you. We know about Mark Twain from grade school and high school days, and his wonderful literature and his contribution to our country and to our culture. And he was quite active with the steamboating business up and down the Mississippi, and that had an indelible, result with Tom Sawyer and Huckleberry Finn. So it's such a great story and all about life on the Mississippi. Anyway, that's enough of that. We'll talk about it some more. But anyway, happy 4th to you and the family there, Brian, in San Antonio. And it was we have the rodeo. This is our first Wednesday night to be here. Last night, and they have a rodeo each Wednesday night through the summer here at the ranch. Right on the property, we have a nice rodeo. We elected not to go because it was too cold. So, we are enjoying the weather. I walked the dog this morning. It was 61 degrees, just very, very pleasant. All right, let's move along. I got to get back to the right screen here and see who's next, and that would be Charlie, K4YDB, and thanks for doing the work with the live stream there, Charlie. I hope you got I haven't heard whether you got the question up or not. I didn't get it to you till late last night. We went out for dinner and with a couple of other couples and enjoyed the evening, and it was late when I finally got around to get the question done. K4YDB, happy 4th there, Charlie, and hope everything's going well with your family. W5OG.
W5OG, K4YDB. Well, good morning, Dale. Morning to all the flyers out there and all the visitors we have. I hope everybody is happy 4th over here. Right now, it's currently 91 degrees here. We're supposed to get back up into the mid-90s again today. I've been outside still working on the solar system. I had some work to do. Now I got to get up on the roof, so I'm just going to wait till the evening or might wait till tomorrow. When I got somebody to help me to get that done. Then everything else is on the ground. I didn't realize there was so much wire on that thing. I didn't realize until I started taking it all out. And now I got to put it all back together again. But conditions so far are really not that bad here. I'm hearing just about everybody over here. Good copy. And yeah, Dale, I didn't have any problems getting the stream up at the question up. I knew it was late, but that's okay. I didn't put it in till like 8 o'clock this morning anyway. But anyway, I'm babysitting this little wiener dog, and that little thing just drives me crazy, man. It weighs about 20 pounds, and the stupid thing, when it jumps in your lap, you know it. But anyway, nothing else going on over here. I'll turn it back to you, Dale. W5OG, K4YDB. I'm back to net.
Okay, Charlie. Oh, my God. Rusty's a big 8 pounds, so... All right. Happy 4th, Charlie. Thanks for all the work with the live stream there. All right, let's go to Ray in New Jersey. I hope he's hearing me. I turned the antenna back to the west now, so perhaps he's hearing me on the SDR. WB2JJO, you're up, Ray. Happy 4th, W5OG.
there to our good friend Lee, who's doing the net logger. Boy, I tell you what, he's got more information on that net logger than we really need. But boy, it really looks good. So Lee, if you can hear me, I've got a snap salute for you on that. So with that there, Dale, I'm going to kick it back over to you. You're doing a fine job. I'm hearing everybody on the Lumpkin SDR today. So with that there, I'll kick it back over to you. Right, we still got a ton more people to go. W5OG from WB2KJO.
He turned it, Dale. K1BOB. Answer, Charlie.
Yeah, okay. Thank you, Bob. I was talking away again, and because I can't hear myself. Well, anyway, it was complicated, but I had not pushed the right part of the button on my push to talk. All right, my fine Ray, I got you 100% there. Good signal on the SDR there. Good comments. Let's go to Mike, KF0OPE. I hope the flooding just to the east of you there is getting better there, Mike. We had that humongous big detour through Council Bluffs the other day, and that would be an adventure story for the ages. Now, someday we'll talk about it. I saw some parts of Council Bluffs that I didn't know existed. KF0OP Europe, Mike, W5OG.
Well, good morning, Dale, and all the flyers and listeners on the net. It's a beautiful day here in Nebraska. Probably about 65 light winds. A little bit of partly cloudy, but this is the top 10 day here. It's going to get warm. As to the question, I'm going to go with Charlie. I think that's lemming line, and that's the right answer. Yeah, Dale. What I've read on what I've seen on the news and read on the newspapers is starting to get interesting. It's very interesting going down. Hopefully there's not a lot of damage happen. Hopefully they can just clear the mud off the interstate and get them open again. Lots of rain. I flew over north of South Dakota. There's still lots of water. But I'll get some down here. Anyway, hey everybody, make it a good one. We have nobody coming today, but I think the whole family is coming tomorrow. We're going to go out to the cabin today. Have a good day. Back to W5OG Internet, KF0OPE.
All right. Mighty fine there, Mike. A good signal. Maybe I'm just hearing you on the SDR. I'm not sure. I've got one SDR in the right ear and the receiver, for what it's worth, in the left ear. There's so blooming much line noise at home that it's difficult to hear anything on the local radio. I'm working with the local power company there at home, and hopefully they're going to get it fixed, but I have no idea when or if they actually follow through with that. All right, let's go to Carl, KF7GJO. Good morning and happy 4th there, Carl. You're up, W5OG.
Okay, Dale, thanks. Good morning, everybody. 4th, and I'm going to hold out for a 5th. Yeah, tomorrow, and that's Martini Day, as we all know. Well, just kind of taking it easy. Had a couple doctor's appointments yesterday morning, so excuse me, I wasn't able to get on, but everything is going nicely on that Mohs surgery that I had a while back. And the question, when that first choice, let me pull it up here real quick, of when you say leagues, it always reminded me of 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea, which in reality puts you about 60,000 miles out the other side of the earth. But hey, it's good fiction. Anyway, my answer is Charlie, C. Charles,
That's not because it's the living line, because it's the correct answer. Anyway, yeah, and as far as Samuel Clemens goes, we've got quite a history of him in the state of Nevada. He was a lot of places, did a lot of interesting things, and of course, probably his most noteworthy for being a reporter for the newspaper up in Virginia City. So, yeah, interesting question this morning. I enjoyed it. So, back to you, buddy, and I'll be standing by for the second round if we get that far. At W5OG, KF7, DJO.
Well, I only got part of that, Carl. Did you say Charlie is your answer? Give me a Roger on that, Carl, over.
Roger, C. Charles.
Oh, okay, I think he said Charlie there. All right, mighty fine, Carl. And sorry, I'm not hearing you well, and I got the antenna right towards you, but it's just conditions are just not good this morning. All right, let's move along. And of course, I'm compounded with problems with the high line noise at home. So let's try Jim, W6WAY in Corona. I hope I can hear you this morning, Jim. You're up, and happy 4th, W5OG.
Okay, thank you, Dale. Thanks for running the net. And let's see.
Is he talking?
He's talking.
Yes, he's talking.
Anyway, it's 90 degrees here at the present time. It's going to get up to 98. And my answer is Charlie. I think everybody got the right answer. Anyway, back over to you, Dale. W5OG, W6WAY.
Okay. Yeah, you came up there at the end. I didn't get your answer, but I assume it's Charlie. So we'll put you down for Charlie there, Jim. And I hope you have a good 4th, and thanks for being there, as always. All right, let's see. I think I didn't get a response from KQ4. Is it, let me see if I can pull that through there. Delta, Kilo, Delta, I believe. Yeah, KQ4, Delta, Kilo, Delta. Kenneth, are you there, W5OG? I didn't hear him, so I think he's left. Let's go to John, W7AJN in Peoria. Good morning and happy 4th. John, you're up, W5OG.
W5OG, W7AJN. Good morning, Dale, and happy Independence Day to you and to all the flyers out there. We have a lot to be thankful for this day, and then some things we're concerned about. So anyway, it is 92 degrees here in Peoria, Arizona. It's going to go up to 112 today with 45% humidity. So it's really uncomfortable out there. So again, inside sports. Both girls are doing fine, and we're looking forward to getting together at Grace's, my daughter's home, this evening for barbecue. So that's what we're going to do today, and maybe watch some fireworks from her house. So anyway, it's a good day, and nothing else to report. So I guess I'll make it the one and done. Wishing everybody a happy Independence Day. W5OG, W7AJN.
Okay, John. Yeah, solid copy, good signal, and in spite of the noise and all the other disturbances. But anyway, yeah, happy 4th to you, and glad that the girls, or your girls there, are doing well, and we wish the best for them and your family. All right, let's move along to Willie, KJ5BWB. Good morning again, Willie. Happy 4th. You're up, W5OG. KJ5BWB, are you there, Willie?
I think he was just
I think
in
my
and out,
SDR is working, and I don't hear him. Anybody hear Willie?
I think he was just in and out.
Oh, okay. Thank you, Charlie. Well, and sorry I didn't pay more attention. Oh, I believe now that you mentioned it, I do remember that. He said he was leaving. Thank you for reminding me, Charlie. All right, let's see. KK6ZML, that's, I think, Harold. I think that's the station that's next on line 23. Should be Kilo 6 Zulu Mike Lima. If you're there, Harold, you're up, and happy 4th, W5OG.
He said 73, Dale.
Okay, thank you, John. I was hearing him just a little bit in the noise. I tell you, it is such a handicap to have that line noise at home now. My receiver is almost totally useless. If you're not an S9 signal, I just can't pull you out. But anyway, Harold, mighty fine, happy 4th. And his Lee, it is Kilo 6 Zulu, Zebra, Mike Lima. Zulu Mike Lima there, Harold. That's Harold in near San Diego also, or the San Diego area. All right, let's go to Brandon. Well, let's see. I think we went to him earlier, but let's try and see if he's still there. KI5 Sierra X-Ray Echo Mobile. If you're there, Brandon, you're up for the net, W5OG. He was in there, and I think he left. So we'll move along, and let's see. Next, see, Bob checked in and out, K2SJP. Let's go to Mike in Oklahoma City. Chief, what's going on up there? Happy 4th. WW5ENZ, W5OG.
Okay, W5OG and the net. Good morning, everybody. This is WW5ENZ. Yeah, I'm just having fun watching Net Logger here. It's really good. And you guys, don't worry about it. You know, anytime you start learning Net Logger, it takes a while to get the hang of stuff, like moving lines up and down and how to fix if you accidentally, put in a wrong number or letter. It's better just to delete that line and put a new one in because it won't remember anything. And just some fun stuff. Also, I noticed the pink line moves around a lot, and you got to be careful because you don't want that thing moving. It'll default to where it follows your cursor, and you don't want that. If somebody's talking, you want to leave the pink line on them. So you got to decouple that, and there's a way to do that. But anyway, lots of fun. And it'll be a while, but I guess you just jump in it and you start doing it, and then you learn it, and that's how it works. Anyway, having fun here in Oklahoma. We're kind of hot again. We got a heat warning. Also, let's see what it is. It shows 93 here local. I guess we're supposed to get 100 today this afternoon. They also said it was going to be cloudy this afternoon, but I don't know. That wouldn't be good for fireworks, but they're never right anyway, so who cares? Anyway, as far as that goes, I've been pretty busy, but that's not a problem. And thank you all for the questions. I got a couple of questions. I didn't have any, now I have two, so thank you very much. And I'll be traveling, but not till Sunday, so I won't be going anywhere next week. So I'm trying to get all this stuff done, before I go. And it's a mess. Again,
I went to start. I mowed everything with the John Deere tractor, and it does a great job. The only thing with that is you can't get into little parts, and there's some areas that you can't be driving a tractor in. So I have a hand mower, and I went to start it, wouldn't start. And then I realized this hand mower had been with me for 27 years. 27 years. I've done everything, fixed it, changed spark plugs, polished it, cleaned it, painted it. But it was 27 years old, and my wife said, you need another one, get a new one. So at 6:30 this morning, I was at Lowe's. I got a new lawnmower, and then I put the old one out by the curb. It was gone in less than an hour, so whatever. Lots of fun here. Everybody take care, but I'll be here to the bottom, and actually, I'll probably be one and done, actually, because you guys will be okay, because we got Lee and you got John there that can close the net if you have to, but it's great. But I'm going to go ahead and get my 73s now, because I really do got a couple things sitting outside here that I got to attend to, and I'd like to, probably like to get that done before lunch. Anyway, everybody have a great 4th of July, and be careful if you're going to be doing the fireworks stuff. I think I'm just going to be watching tonight. WW5, ENZ 73, everybody, and back to net.
Okay, Mike, can you go along with Answer Charlie, do you, Mike?
Yeah, roger that. Yeah, you have to do Charlie. I think that's the only thing allowed today. WW5, ENZ.
Okay. All right, Mike, 7-3. We're not going to have time for the 73 round. We may do it by comments, by exception, and then we'll close out the net here just shortly and move over to echoing. I'm sure people are anxious to get to their grilling duties or whatever else associated with our 4th of July holiday. All right, Mike, thanks for the comments. And yeah, that's my recommendation from my experience with NetLogger is that it's better just to delete the line. You right-click on it, on the number, and then select delete, and then start over. That's it. You just put the correct call sign in. More carefully, perhaps. Oh, man, just a comment in passing. So, James, KG5PTE, happy 4th. James, you're up, W5OG.
Good morning, Dale. W5OG, KG5PTE. Happy 4th of July to all the Flyers. Stay hydrated. It's going to be a hot one here in Texas. I think it's already close to 100 right now. We're going to fire up the grill and grill some Brahms hamburgers and have them for dinner today. Probably a few hot dogs, too. And probably just watch the fireworks from the house tonight. Other than that, I'm going to finish my second cup of coffee here, and I will turn it back to net with Answer Charlie, KG5PT.
He turned it, Dale.
This is K4YDB. Dale lost all internet. He's lost his radio, so he asked me to just finish things out here. I think we're to James, KG5PTE. James, KG5PTE in Belton. You're up, James.
He just had his turn, Bob. He answered Charlie.
Okay, thank you, Brian. And let's try KL7, Quebec Kilo in Washington. Might need help with Ed up on Shaw Island. I know where you're at, but we're a bit close. Are you there, Ed?
I sure am, and you're almost this
QK,
time.
you're up for the net.
Hey, just wanted to say hello and wish all the Flyers a very happy and safe 4th of July. And when I'm next in on the 18 that's coming up, I will remind our stations again not to tune up close to your frequency. And I did hear somebody just now, so I apologize for that. I'll give them a reminder. You guys have a great day, and thanks for getting me in. Back to you, KL7QK. Over.
Okay, and we're back at you. Great signal here, just down not too far from you, north of Boise. So very good. Thanks, Ed, for reminding the boys on the Alaskan Pacific there. I sure appreciate that, and the very best to you on this Independence Day, sir. Thank you for checking in.
This is K4YDB, net control for Dale. He's lost his darn internet. He's dependent on that when he runs remote through a flex. Let's go to Doug. Doug, you haven't heard much from me from Moss Point there, Mississippi. K0YP, K0YP. You got that antenna set up with the new beam and stuff? Okay, Doug, I think you turned it with a 73. This is Kilo 1 Bravo, Oscar Bravo. You're very, very light, very, very light on the SDR in Lumpkin. Well, it's not too far from you, but out here in Idaho, a very light signal on me, Doug. I'm glad you're there, though. And so a 73 to you, Doug. Let's see, I got one more on the list. That's Bob, or Robert, in Spring, Texas. K9, Hotel Oscar Uniform. K9, Hotel Oscar Uniform. Robert, why don't you take a go? What's new out there?
And this is K9HOU, Bob in Spring, Texas, where it's always spring. And I'd like to reach out and give a nod to Ned out there in Shaw Island. It's been a while since I've had a chance to say hi to him. I've been working the Hurricane Watch Net past few days. It looks like it's going to get close enough to us here that it's going to be of concern. Don't know how much of a concern it's going to be, but I'm going to make sure my gas cans for my generator are filled and all the regular precautions like that. Other than that, all you can do is hunker down, and we're in a good spot, so we'll just see what happens. I've been taking it easy, just like everybody else. When you start getting old, you start getting more and more of those medical issues to, keep you occupied, keep you with the friendly doctors. So, anyway, right now just sit back, enjoying the air conditioning. It's hot and humid outside, and I'll stay inside where it's nice and comfortable. K9HOU.
Okay, copy all that, Bob there, and very good on that. K9HOU. This is K4YDB, standby. Okay, Bill started on Echolink. We are switching over to Echolink. That's the last one on the list. Did I miss anybody today? Let me turn down Echolink here. A reminder, we are going to be on Echolink. In fact, Dale's already started Echolink. Yes, I see a bunch of you are on there. If anyone else wants to join us, do that. With that, I'm going to give one last call out. Did we miss anybody on today's list? Was anybody missed on today's list? K4YDB call. Okay, nothing heard. This is K4YDB, last minute sub there for Dale when he lost his radio. And I'm going to close out the net, relinquishing the frequency. K4YDB, 73 all.